Boma means business. How much business? For starters, roughly $227.6 billion contributed to the U.S. GDP by office building operations alone, according to Boma International's latest economic impact study. Moreover, the 10.4 billion square feet of office space located in the market served by Boma's local associations supports an estimated 46.6 million office jobs. Commercial real estate truly is a substantial driver of our nation's economic engine. As its efforts in 2014 demonstrate, Boma also puts the real in commercial real estate: relationships, education, advocacy, and leadership, that is. The four areas underpin Boma's mission to advance the interests of commercial real estate and help property professionals create their own success in the marketplace. In June, thousands of property professionals gathered in Orlando, Florida for the 2014 Every Building Conference and Expo. The conference education program featured a new industrial property management track, which offered sessions focused on the unique aspects of one of commercial real estate's hottest sectors. Conference attendees mingled with the industry's most innovative product and service providers at the Every Building Expo. Boma welcomed students and military veterans to the conference for its annual Career Day, who were paired with industry mentors for guidance throughout the day. During the Outstanding Building of the Year, or Toby Awards banquet, 14 commercial properties were honored for excellence in building operations and management. The evening closed with a swearing-in of John Oliver, Boma Fellow, Managing Principal for Oliver & Company as 2014-15 Chair and Chief Elected Officer of Boma International. Boma's annual Medical Office Buildings and Healthcare Facilities Conference, the largest event of its kind in the industry, drew a record crowd of nearly 1,000 healthcare real estate professionals and executives in Nashville, Tennessee in the spring. The conference also promoted the building of professional relationships through intimate roundtable discussions and networking events, which encouraged a candid exchange of ideas and even a few business deals. Boma leadership circled the globe in 2014 to strengthen existing international relationships and forge new ones. They traveled to France for MIPIM, Japan to meet with Boma Japan's leadership, Mexico City for the conference of the Mexican Real Estate Developers Association, Winnipeg, Manitoba for Boma Canada's BOMAX, and Shanghai for Boma China's second annual conference, where the Mandarin translation of Boma's Preventive Maintenance Guidebook was unveiled. Boma was one of 15 real estate organizations in attendance at the February meeting of the International Property Measurement Standards Coalition, or IPMSC, Board of Trustees held in London. The goal of the coalition, of which Boma is a founding member, is to develop a uniform method for measuring property worldwide. In November, the IPMSC published the International Property Measurement Standard for Office Buildings, the first in a series of global property measurement standards to be developed by the coalition. As a result of its ongoing international outreach, Boma continued to expand its presence worldwide. In 2014, Boma signed affiliation agreements with commercial real estate organizations in Panama, Greece, and Russia, bringing the total number of Boma affiliates across the globe to 17. In an increasingly competitive commercial real estate marketplace, Boma's top-notch educational offerings, from publications and online webinars to classroom-based courses and conference education sessions, provide property professionals with the knowledge necessary to create their own success in the industry. In recent years, the industrial sector has seen impressive growth thanks to strong market fundamentals and the rise in e-commerce. In response to a demand for additional education on this specialized asset class, Boma International partnered with Boma Greater Phoenix and Boma Oakland East Bay to host its first ever industrial summits in Arizona and California. Expert panelists at each event presented information about market trends and drivers, property management strategies, current development opportunities, and how to attract new talent. In November, Boma and the National Association of Real Estate Investment Managers jointly hosted an asset management roundtable discussion in Chicago for senior commercial real estate practitioners. Attendees examined how strong collaboration between commercial real estate investors and property managers can help keep companies ahead of the competition. We plan to repeat this program in other U.S. cities in 2015. In 2014, Boma International's advocacy team continued its work with legislators and federal agencies to influence policy on key issues and to support the grassroots efforts of Boma local associations and state coalitions. Much of Boma's federal legislative efforts focused on pushing for an extension of the 15-year depreciation period for leasehold improvements, extending the federal terrorism risk insurance program known as TRIA, and working to ensure that any energy legislation considered by Congress included incentives, not mandates. During the National Issues Conference portion of the 2014 Winter Business Meeting, Boma members from across the U.S. gathered on Capitol Hill to share these top legislative priorities with their lawmakers. Attendees met with nearly 250 elected officials from the House and Senate, emphasizing the importance of a strong commercial real estate industry for job growth and economic recovery. With the assistance of Boma International's Industry Defense Fund, Boma local associations and state coalitions scored victories on a variety of issues, from successfully opposing a mandate on electric vehicle charging stations to defeating legislation that would have created special taxing districts. These wins helped prevent harmful precedents from being set that could have influenced legislation across the country. As the lobbying influence of Boma continues to grow, so does the return on investment that Boma is able to achieve for the industry. As the only commercial real estate association with an active codes program, Boma continued to serve on the front lines in efforts to preserve safe, achievable, and cost-effective building codes and standards against costly shifts in building regulations. Boma was instrumental in gaining key cost-saving victories for commercial real estate in ICC's International Green Construction Code, IGCC, which was debated throughout 2014 and will be included in the forthcoming 2015 I-Codes. Boma's staff also assisted ICC in its efforts to create its first ever remote voting procedures. Throughout the 3-year development cycle of the 2015 I-Codes, Boma's representation was instrumental in helping save the industry a total of more than $6 per square foot for each existing U.S. building, mostly in avoided costs. Boma is the industry leader for best practices, providing guidance through expert resources, innovative programs, and groundbreaking initiatives. In 2014, the Boma 360 Performance Program expanded its reach across the globe as for the first time, properties located outside the U.S. earned the industry's only designation recognizing excellence in all areas of building operations and management. By the end of the year, the Boma 360 program boasted a total of 21 buildings in Canada, Colombia, and Japan. To date, more than 900 buildings across more than 60 markets worldwide have earned the Boma 360 label. Research shows that earning the Boma 360 designation delivers tangible results, including higher tenant retention and rental rates. According to the latest analysis by Kingsley Associates, Boma 360 buildings also continue to earn higher tenant satisfaction scores across the board as compared to buildings without the designation. Boma's 2014 Experience Exchange Report, EER, the industry's most comprehensive benchmarking resource, boasted income and expense information for more than 1 billion square feet of commercial space across more than 250 markets in the U.S. and Canada. The report showed a rise in both income and expenses, which would seem to indicate post-recession growth across the industry, as increasing rental rates allow building owners and managers to loosen the purse strings to address projects put on hold during the economic downturn. The explosive growth of the industrial market means that property professionals need reliable data now more than ever to benchmark, analyze, and compare these unique properties. To fulfill that need, Boma will be expanding its EER offerings with the launch of the new industrial EER in 2015. In honor of its superior commitment to energy efficiency, Boma International was presented the Energy Star Sustained Excellence Partner of the Year Award by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency in April. Boma has earned a total of 7 Energy Star awards and remains the only commercial real estate association to receive this honor. Later in the year, real estate software developer Yardi presented Boma with a grant to advance several sustainability initiatives. These initiatives have the potential to transform energy efficiency efforts throughout the industry. Through relationships, education, advocacy, and leadership, Boma helps you create your own success in the commercial real estate industry. You are Boma.